Hello, and welcome to another edition of Emotions Expert. I'm John Rushton. Sometimes in life we feel we're in a bit of a fog. We're moving forward, we're doing things, but we can't see where we're going, and where we are going isn't all that good anyway. We feel quite sort of stifled with our own thoughts and feelings, and nothing seems quite right around us. And all of these kind of things, it just gives a bit of a homogeneous effect within our minds as to what we're doing. It's clarity we're looking for, we're finding absolutely nothing in the process. And we get also a bit stifled because we're not sure what to do next. It's not that we have done much, but we want to feel there's a bit of excitement in doing something. When you do anything in life, you like to feel there's some kind of impetus. If you have a hobby, you do it because you feel excited and it gives you some feedback and you feel satisfied. Even if it's frustrating that you're doing something within that hobby, you still feel there's something there because it's something you like, something which is akin to an aspect of you which is very wholesome and very nice and very lovely and all these kind of things. Similarly, if you go out for dinner with friends, there's a nice warmth, and if something isn't all that good, it's a bit dark, or the meal isn't all that hot, generally the ambience in the evening was good. If you go to the coast for a walk on the beach, but it's raining, but you still go, it's bracing, but it's not what you would have liked. But all of these things you make allowances for because overall you want to do something. You want to enjoy, and you're going to overlook the negativity of what's happened. It's because it's not perfect. Well, very little is perfect. And all of these things, and it just comes naturally because you're with other people and you want to enjoy their company, and likewise too, because hopefully you're with people who enjoy you as much as you enjoy them. And if you're not, then you need to change that because it's never going to work properly if that's not the same equilibrium. In life, if we don't actually make a stance for ourselves, we don't actually go forward looking for something, even if we're not sure what we're looking for. If you just keep looking forward, you're bound to find something. Doing nothing means nothing is going to happen, and life by default will take you where it wants to go. And moreover, when that happens, you'll find you're invariably in a place you didn't really want to be, and doing things you didn't really want to do, talking to people you didn't really want to talk to, and not enjoying anything at all. It's going to be more of an endurance than something which is rather nice and wonderful and marvellous and super and all the other superlatives. It's going to be something which is really lovely and cosy and warmth and gives you a lovely feeling inside. You can't always have that lovely feeling inside when you're doing things in life, but on the pathway to getting there, you meet lots and lots of things which you empathise with, which you can understand. It's understanding life which makes life what it is. If you go with a very stoic and sort of narrow viewpoint, saying, well, I like this, and if this isn't like that, well, I'm not going to enjoy it. Well, I don't like that, and I'm not going here, and I'm not going there. Well, they like to do this, and I don't like to do that. And if you're going to be so cut and dried in life, you're going to find you're going to ostracize yourself from the mainstream. You're going to ostracize yourself from your friends, and everything's going to be a bit of a chore. You're going to endure life as opposed to enjoy life. And a lot of people endure life because they don't open themselves up. It's quite a selfish thought. It's a selfish, self-centered and thoughtless and insincere thought. It's all about me and why I don't like this and why I don't like that. And there's nothing wrong with that intrinsically, understanding what you do and don't like. But there's a bit of give and take in life. And if you don't give a little and you take too much, you'll find life is going to be one-sided. And so when it's not in your favour, everything's going to be discordant. You're going to get upset a lot. You're going to find things are never your way. You're going to find that other people who you thought were nice are not very nice. In fact, they are very nice. They may be bent over backwards to try and help you to get things, but you're not even meeting them halfway. All you want to say is all about me, all about me, all about me, poor old me, I don't like this, oh it's not for me, oh I can't go there, oh I don't want to go there, I don't want to talk to them, I don't want to eat that, oh I don't like this. And of course, the more you do that, other people are going to move on and leave you behind, which is fair enough. I would do the same. I wouldn't want anybody whinging and moaning and saying things like that in my company. I mean, what's the point? Go somewhere else and find somebody else to do it who might actually empathise with you. You can whinge and moan together. A lot of things in life are down to how you perceive life and how you want. We may have our little fantasies and our little understandings of life and what we would like ultimately, and if we won some money we'd do this and that, and I'd like this, and I'd like a big house and a big car and lots of expensive clothes. Fine, fair enough. But in reality, if that's not going to happen, or you haven't done anything to attain this kind of wealth, then you're going to look at what you need to do yourself and mix with the people who resonate well with you, go to places which you enjoy, and see things which you see through your eyes as being intrinsically wholesome. Even if you don't totally like them or understand what's going on, you think, well, okay, I mean, they are all nice people. Maybe not my cup of tea, but they are all nice people. Well, it's not my kind of a hotel, but it's clean and warm and pleasant, and the rooms are nice, and all of these kind. So once you start to make the best of things, you see life somewhat differently. And then when you get what you want, you see it far differently and far better, and you're more appreciative of what's what. Humility and being humble is quite important in life, because if you're arrogant all the time, you're going to be ostracized most of the time. People are going to keep away from you, because why should they bother with you? If you can't give, they're not going to take anything from you at all. So there's nothing really in common with you. There's nothing really which they really find of any interest or any value to themselves. So they're going to migrate to those that actually do tend to what they like and how they like it and how they feel. When you feel you're in the fog, a lot of it is because you created the fog yourself. Sometimes in life events overtake you and you can't help that, and it happens to all of us. It could be bereavement or health or wealth or situational or work or whatever. Nevertheless, within all that lies you. And if you could enjoy life before any of this happened, you can still enjoy it again. Don't make excuses and say, oh, well, if you knew what I'd been through, that's just a stupid excuse for brainless, moronic peasants. Don't make excuses. Yes, you may not be on top of the world. No, you may not be absolutely laughing yourself silly every 5 minutes because of what you're going through, but you don't have to be a morbid idiot. You don't have to do this failed Hollywood drama every time to try and prove something to other people to solicit sympathy. Because once you start soliciting sympathy, you've lost the plot. You've lost your ability. You're now actually acting for sympathy as opposed to telling people why you're not feeling so good. So many people go through atrocities in life, and yet they can still smile. They can still laugh. They can still be lovely, good, kind, warm, loving people, and they say nothing. And yet some people, they've almost throw a drama fit if they break their fingernail. Oh, I can't, look what's happened, I've got to do that. You know, me again. When the fog strikes, it's you have actually brought it into existence. You've created this fog. You've created a place which is not very safe, not very secure, not very wholesome, not very understanding, not very loving, not very kind, and not very adventurous. Only you can stop it. You can make a difference in that respect. You can make a difference to yourself, to those around you. You've got to force yourself to get out of the rut that you've just created. And it is a rut which you've created, and you're going to live that rut because it's something which is akin to who you are. But you can break that barrier. You can do anything. Your mind is equipped with lots of scenarios. It's equipped with lots of situations. You've only got to plug into them. Nothing more than that. It doesn't take anything amazing. It doesn't cost anything. It's you doing it for you, to try and respect yourself, to make life better. And you can. Don't expect other people to make life better, because eventually sympathy and help wears thin and people go elsewhere. Don't be the person left on their own because of your own making. This is what life is about. Doing things for yourself, seeing the difference, seeing the attitude you can put out, making that difference, making yourself smile, making yourself warm, kindly, understanding, loving, compassionate towards others, and then feel the empathy which comes back, and it will come back in abundance. This is when the fog lifts, and suddenly that dark, dull, damp area in your mind becomes lovely and bright and sunny and crisp and clear and full of vibrance. This is what life is, and this is what you can make for it yourself.